Good afternoon. In this video, we're going to walk through Activity 10, Review Part 1, which is a periodic table alphabet clues. So the first thing it asks us to do in Directions A is number the periods 1 to 5 and number the family groups 1 to 8 at the top of each group. So I'll start that now. So this is going to help me know what period I'm talking about and how many valence electrons the different elements in each group have. And it also asks to draw a thick black line for the staircase that separates the metalloids out. So I'll go ahead and do that here. And there's kind of a rough idea at where that is. Okay. Now we'll go through our different hints and clues to answer each question. So for example, my first code letter is Z, and I'll put that in place of the lightest noble gas, which is helium. So I'm going to place a Z where helium would be on the periodic table. And I'll go through like that. A second period element with 2 valence electrons, second period, 2 valence electrons would go there. L, an element that is part of water and air in an atmosphere. I know that's oxygen, which is part of both water and air, so I'll put that here. A metal that is explosive when in contact with water is sodium. You may not know that, but sodium explodes when it contacts with water. It's very reactive, an alkali metal. Next, a mineral in bones and teeth, that's calcium, so I'll place C where calcium goes. Element in the third period with a completely filled valence shell. So period 3 with 8 valence electrons. I'll throw an A right there. H, a noble gas used in signs that glow reddish orange. That would be neon. The neon as in neon signs. The heaviest family 16 element is going to be B. So family 16 is group 6 here. And if it's the heaviest, that means it's the furthest down. The third period element with 5 valence electrons is going to be D, so I'll put that right there at the intersection of 3 and 5. X, the element with 31 protons, 31 electrons, and 18 neutrons, so I'll throw that here right after the 3D10 block in the 4P1 area. An alkali metal in the second period. So alkali is the first group. The second period is going to be right there. The light metal used in cans and airplanes I know is aluminum. So I'll put J there where aluminum would be. A fourth period element that is a fatal deadly poison. That's going to be arsenic, which is a fatal deadly poison. So I'll throw Q right there. S, an element in the second period with 3 valence electrons. So second period, 3 valence electrons. We put that right there. Superman's Achilles heel, fatal to Superman because it robbed his powers. That's going to be krypton, kryptonite. So we'll put the F where that exists. I, an element with 9 protons that protects your teeth. That's going to be fluorine. Fluorine is good for your teeth. Fluoride toothpaste. Y, an element with 5 valence electrons in the second period, is going to go right here. A yellow element that causes a rotten egg smell, that's sulfur. So I'll put that where sulfur goes on the periodic table. Purple crystals with 53 protons, that's going to be atomic number 53, so I'll throw that right there. The lightest element is hydrogen, so I'll put M there. Black pencil lead used in pencils, also found in coal and diamonds. These are all describing things about carbon. Graphite is made of carbon. Fourth period element with 4 valence electrons, so period 4, group number 4, or I guess family group number 4, I should say, is right here. So I'll put my N there. V, a third period element that is a non-metal found in table salt. Well, sodium is the metal, so that means chlorine is the non-metal, so I'll put my V there in the halogens. O, the only element that begins with the letter X, that would be xenon, so I'll put an O right there. An element found in sand with 14 electrons, believe that is silicon, so we'll put that here. And a metal found in the same group as carbon. The only metal in the same group as carbon is going to be down here, so I'll put my W there. So that's a little way that we can work our way through organizing the periodic table from a list of clues. Watch the next video, Activity 11, for more Unit 2 test prep.